Oh no, Juno. What happened to you?
He puts ginger beer in his hot chocolate.
The
He
fuck
actually
kind of-
cracked.
Terrifying. Yeah.
No
I
wonder
guess.
That
why
is kind
he
of
plays
cracked.
characters like Barna.
Welcome.
Man's
This
not
is
being
a
fucked
this
with.
is a great introduction to the episode. Welcome to Destination Divergence, everyone. Where the show where we talk about ginger beer, which I do love, to be fair. But it's D&D time. There's been much deliberation between sessions about what to do here because it's a bit of a dilemma. You guys have kept one prisoner from the last battle who is very sarcastic and a little hard to read, but I believe you guys have come to a conclusion at this point, yes?
Yep,
Is
there are.
Sure have.
Someone take the lead. Go, do it. Go.
Okay, sorry, I was hogging down on some chicken stew.
Mm.
Yeah, so we are going
Chickens.
to go from where we are right now to the Stormspire, and we are going to gently deliver our little fucking package in there and say, in Final Fantasy moving my hand speak, hey, we need you to hold on to this this prisoner. We do not intend to harm her. We just got to finish up our business here and then deposit her in a secure location. So just do us a favor, since we are doing a whole big thing for this city, and take care of that, please and thank you.
It seems reasonable.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Movement.
works for me.
Okay, I don't hear any objections. Good. So, I assume Carrick, then you go to pilot the ship.
Yeah, I'll pilot it over to the Stormspire.
What? Okay.
What?
What?
Oh yeah, I thought that was part of the plan. What's wrong with that, Leroy?
Well,
Nothing. I think he's.
I just didn't.
Else.
I hadn't considered the implication of flying,
Ah,
this Lyradar ship 2 miles away from Beliost. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Me too.
did I
it's a-
just hear someone go, I am a woman?
It's a little.
There was someone else in the background.
I didn't know if I even just said that without thinking it.
all right. I believe we've gone through the bodies at this point, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just. Actually, what's your plan for the bodies? We should at least discuss that. Those are evidence, you know. I'm not just gonna remove them from existence.
Floor.
How about we just leave a pile of deadly Randar bodies in the middle of the plane?
Let's
So,
just
Drop them
fucking
on top
pepper
of
over
the
the
storm
city.
to tear it out.
Stripped of all their armor and possessions, just yoke into a pile of flesh and just be done with it.
Yep.
Off the side.
Loki, just the first thought was to weigh down the bodies and drop them in the bay.
I mean, Eli's first thought was to set up a pure burial thing and do a mass cremation.
Drop them in the bay.
Yeah, let's just do a real simple but respectful burial. I think that's fine. This was not a hate fight. This kind of feel bad about
We all
this
know
one.
how to cast some fire, so it should be easy to get the burial started.
Are we doing it right here?
Yeah, Dross. We're doing it right on the ship.
Oh, I think right below. That's just
So the ship is currently above the cloud line. That is where Carrick has piloted it. So you guys
Oh,
are
that's right. We went
up a
up.
bit in the air at the moment.
Yeah.
We are up.
Alright.
Do we want to just give the bodies to the Lyrandar people at the Stormspire, or is that a bit?
This is your problem
God.
now.
Yeah, that's a little. I don't know.
That's a
I
little
don't
much.
feel about
we're gonna
that.
be landing. Yeah, listen, we're gonna be landing at the Stormspire. We're gonna hand off Tara, and it's just in the forest nearby. Let's just
Okay,
find a
mass burial in the
secluded spot.
forest.
Bury the boy.
Bury the body. Bury the boy. Bury
Oh, from the
So are we
hands of
digging a bunch
traitors.
of holes in the woods? Is that what we're doing? Or I thought we were burning them.
No, we are, but somewhere
Very
where we
burned.
can't obviously be seen.
I don't know. The woods seem like a bad place to start a big ass fire.
If
Oh,
you
okay.
have a clearing in the woods, you
make
make a lining with some water. It's easy. Have you never made a campfire or bonfire in the woods before?
A campfire, yes. A giant pyre where we're burning about a dozen bodies? Never.
To be fair, burning in the forest would likely take attention off of the missing sheep. And it could get back at the people who tried to rob us.
Well,
Regarding the
let's
missing
not
ship,
burn the entire forest down.
It's just an option.
I think we have time regarding like the missing ship. The only people who are going to care about that is Leorandar base back in Stormhome, and it would take some time for them to realize something went wrong.
Does my voice sound a little better now?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds fine to me.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck is going on.
I don't.
I mean,
What was wrong with it before?
It's totally fine at my end.
Crackly?
yeah, it was a bit robotic for me. Now it's better.
Okay, I changed my input, so that might have helped.
Ah.
I don't know why it keeps auto changing it to a different input than my mic. Sorry to interrupt the game. Continue.
No, let's not worry about the ship. I think for one, we know that they were sending this on a like straight up attack mission, so you know some chance of it having gone wrong is absolutely in the cards, and we can cross that bridge when we come to it. I think we've got the tools to finish the fight here, and we should go for it.
Yeah?
So,
Okay, so I heard
that in
like
mind,
7 different plans for the bodies. Which one are you actually doing?
finding a clearing the forest and cremation. I think that's
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sounds good. I
Easy enough.
will, in that case, instruct the elementals to take us below the cloud line and try and see if we can spot a clearing in a forest nearby.
Okay. Doesn't take you too long. As you guys watched this thing rise up into the air before, and that was pretty quick. But you didn't expect just how quickly the ship moves on the horizontal here. When it just lurches forward, and all of you have to kind of find your balance for a moment, and it's hard to tell because of how high up in the air you are, but you feel like you're moving quite fast, and it doesn't take you long at all to find a spot in the forest to set down and find a spot for the bodies. So, I guess are you just piling them up into a bonfire? Is that the idea? So it's
I
a
guess
little more ceremonial than that.
Maybe lay them a little more respectfully rather than just yeeting them.
yeah, not a pile. It's you laid in a row.
Eli would work on removing like metal from the people, so that way they burn.
I think we
easier.
strip them.
Well, we don't have to strip them to naked. The
Well,
clothes
not-
will burn.
Not fully naked.
Yep. Take their lives, take their dignity.
Armor.
Yeah. Yeah, the armor, the metal armor, is what I want to take off.
I believe that's been looted already.
Then if it was, then they're good to go on the fire.
Yep.
if I recall
In a
correctly.
neat pile or stack. Yeah. File them appropriately.
Yeah, I listed out what armor they were wearing in the loot that you guys had before.
We can do like 4 or 3 piles of 4 people like lined up. I feel like that would make a good
All right.
length.
Sure.
We should ask Sarah what she
The
thinks. we should
logistics
do.
of body burning.
Nah, she's staying on the fucking ship while we do this.
Now that's role playing.
Hey, Sarah, so which of your friends was your favorite?
Oh my god.
We'll put them on the top.
Yeah.
Canonically, we are being very good to Sora. I will have no more of this nonsense.
Yeah.
I'd rather not treat her like shit.
Yep.
I'm willing to
We can make
mercy
the
kill,
jokes
but
out of
not,
character.
destroy her soul.
I'm sorry, Nakarth, if I took your words a little too literally.
Hmm.
I also did not realize that my spell was incredibly painful. If I knew that, I wouldn't have done it.
I deeply regret my
I
past actions.
Eli is the only person I would genuinely believe this coming from, though. Like, oh, sure.
I almost wish they had just let her stay dead at that point, but
Yeah,
here
I
we
feel
are.
like it was kind of worse that she woke up from that, but like, what's done is done. Again, I'm sorry. I don't think I
Yeah,
can
I
like
know.
face her again after this.
Don't worry
'cause-
about it.
All right.
Eli, I don't really think you're gonna have to face her much after this.
No, we'll just
Hopefully.
we can just drop her in the middle of nowhere and then never have to think about her again.
Joke's on us, she's gonna be the big bad.
BBEG. This is a BBEG origin story.
And before we move on, if he was, that would be the funniest shit in the world, and I would be happy about it.
I mean, she's definitely gonna Anna Ripley us, so.
All right.
Yeah.
I know someone already made that joke, but I'm seconding it.
There you
All right. So we've our bodies bodied,
Body's
Body's
bodied.
and
Body's bodied.
how in depth are we going into the handoff at the Storm Spire?
Doesn't have to be too in depth now. We can just say you explain the situation to Damien, you fly the ship in, you drop off Zara, and she is out of your hair.
Oh, okay. Damien will watch her. All right.
That was much
Without-
easier than we were all expecting.
Yeah.
Faye, take the wheel.
You can't.
Metaphorically. God damn, that was good. All right. So
Sorry.
we have to. We got the spell. All right, everyone. It's I'm now in character. It's time. We gotta pop the top.
While we met Damien, Carrick wanted to ask him a question.
Okay.
He wanted to ask if it was where a safe place would be to put the ship, like where we typically might not get caught. Because I assume that Leorandar might be on our ass now.
Hmm. Well, that is a good question. Yes, I suppose you could try to hide it somewhere that they couldn't spot it from the air. It is rather large. It might be difficult, but I'm afraid I can't help you much there. We don't have an airship dock here in town, or anything that you could, disguise it and hide it there in, or anything like that. Perhaps somewhere in the forests, or just away from here. Is maybe if you just move it far away from here, and this thing can move quite fast. I assume they'd give up if they couldn't find it in the immediate area. There's no way they could track it down over long distances.
I see.
Except by
Okay.
recognition, of course.
Well, then how can we remodel it so that it's unrecognizable?
If we just change the name, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What's the ship called?
Funny
Hey,
enough,
we've
it
got
doesn't
gloves
have any name on it.
Flight Vessel 67.
Oh, that'll be really easy to change
We have
it
the
to
gloves
the,
of
to the ball
fabricate. We
leader.
could completely change the outside.
Yeah, that is more, it's not so much my deal is, engineering these things. I assume that some of you can come up with something a little more useful there. I apologize.
What's that you say? The ball eater?
Yep.
The 9 heroes. The ball eater.
Oh my god.
The winds of change. Yeah.
We could just. No, let's see. We need it to be a sex joke, obviously.
Do we?
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
do.
is the 69ers already taken? Like, that's an easy one. It's right there.
Oh, easy.
The Mile High Club.
Not bad.
God thinks.
God thinks good thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Alright.
We'll figure that one out.
We'll figure that one out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a time.
Time for different day.
So, thought came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Be gone.
Who be gone, thought? What should we do about the getaway? So obviously, me and someone else with a storm mark needs to pilot this for the getaway, and it would probably be ideal for me to be there when it happens.
I think that you, Carrick, you got to be behind the wheel when it's getaway time.
Okay.
And
But he
so I
also
mean,
has to
we're
bring
in
the ship
the
around.
war room now. It's like this is we're finally planning the heist. So I think that let's just get into it.
Yeah,
I would enter the room.
I would love how this to look, at least like as a skeleton, is for me to, disguised as some sort of official of the flame, just get myself to the top floor in changeling form, the thing that you all might forget I am because I never use it, and start casting my shit up there, and just fucking just yeet onto the boat. Just like pick me up at that point and like have the chaos starting of the riot, like as this is all happening. But I feel like that's my way up.
Now, are we setting this off on the top, or was there a place that we could do it down the middle that did more damage?
It's been established, I think, like even by Jordan, that the weak point is the pillars on the top crown. So that's what I'm going for.
Just double checking.
No, good to check.
cool. With that in mind, I could just stay on the ship and wait for things to go down, but I'm also pretty fast and I can fly. So I could always just fly up and get the ship if I parked it above.
If you want to, I mean, as much as I love the spectacle of, flying off from the top, if you want to arrange some way to fly and get me and just like take me out of the city and then we fly from a secluded location, I think that's fine. I can, I also have the Featherfall tokens, but I do want to make my way out as swiftly as possible once I've done the deed, because I know below me is going to be a sea of Silver Flame folks.
Of course. I guess in that case, it depends on where does everyone else want to be.
Yeah.
I think it would be best for me to be somewhere where I can come face to face with people. I do not have much use besides fighting.
Understandable.
I was planning on acting as bodyguard for Faye.
I think that's a pretty
A bodyguard, so
Obviously, I'm gonna be a bodyguard for Faye too.
So
Yeah,
I had this thought earlier, because I want you all as bodyguards. What if we could pull this off with that? So as planned, we find some Silver Flame, probably by abducting and killing them, who I fully impersonate. And I take you all in as prisoners with me, as fake prisoners, and we go. I say, I need to go to the top. I need like these are high profile people, and then we get up there and then we do our thing. I set you off.
I don't think that will get us through the front gate. As we saw Catalina, I'm sure there are others that can tell if you're concealing your true form or not.
Also, wouldn't you think they'd keep the prisoners in like the basement or some kind of dungeon?
Maybe
these are valid points.
Maybe you could say that you were escorting us to some kind of trial, but that'd be complete bullshit that we have no way to confirm or.
So with that in mind, I think that's super legit. Do you do any of y'all have any different, like fully different ideas of approach?
I have a
Um,
thought.
Go ahead.
It is similar, but not quite the same. What if they take us to the basement? These people could have a vault, like
I don't think we can
oriented in the basement. We could potentially access it from there, and then use what we find to cause a disturbance and make our way up to the top.
Also, they
By
may just
force.
have nice things.
Jordan,
Mhm.
how tall is the tower?
Oh boy. Tall.
Dozens of feet.
It's very tall, yes.
Um,
I would say over 100 feet, ballpark.
okay. Then in that case, this idea could kind of work from the ground or in the air. We could either have a bunch of us on the ground. Delayed blast fireball has a 150-foot range. So we could do it from the ground, or we could drive by.
Just run circles
So-
around the tower.
Here's the other part about delayed blast fireball. There's a chance that if someone sees it, they can throw it away. It's only a chance, but it could happen.
I do want to be there. I gotta.
That's the
I
other
gotta
element
be there
of it.
with it. I love
It's
this.
gotta mean
theory,
something.
but yes, yes, it does.
I get that for sure.
I'm really.
There's also a chance that
I
somebody
so
could run up to
badly-
it, grab it, and it could just explode. Which
Mhm.
would be good, but maybe not full effect of the fireball at that point. But yeah, it's either got to go unnoticed, or you got to keep people off of it until the last second for it to be as effective as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, but what are the odds with Jordan being our DM that someone notices it if we just drive by?
Listen,
Pretty much
I-
0.
the plan,
Yeah, right.
unless anyone can really wants to mount an opposition, which again I'm open to, is I want to get myself to the top. I want to get up there, and if we're going full combat, I mean I think that's dangerous, but if I would love to have it be somewhat sneaky, but
So
You
I'm thinking best plan is probably either drop a tactical squad at the top
Yep.
and have
Featherfall
them plant
tokens.
and blow. Yep, with Featherfall tokens. I have one. Charlie has one.
I have one.
I think everyone has one.
Yes,
that
okay.
needs one.
We could potentially also use the harnesses to do a quick retrieval from the ship, depending on the range. If they want to just drive by, we could fly out to it.
Do we know what the range is for those?
We don't know
Jordan?
the ranges yet.
Okay.
You've identified what they do, how they work. You haven't tested the range out yet.
Yeah.
That would take
Okay.
a bit of experimentation.
We can do
And
that.
that could easily be tested like right at ground level. You know, you
Yeah.
go like
Yeah,
8 foot
for
off
sure.
the ground and travel.
So we either do airdrop to the top of the tower, or we do the prisoner entry, go bottom to top. We're gonna have to fight our way up, but potentially we could break into a vault or just loot our way on the way up. And that could be more dangerous because we don't know how many people are in the tower, but it could be possible combining this with riots and possibly one other thing to distract the Silver Flame and the guards, but I don't have a suggestion for what that other thing would be.
We do have a storm. Well, we know a guy with a storm
Stormspire. Yeah, Stormspire plus huge riots.
yeah. I like
What if now? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Faye. I'm
No,
sorry.
Eli, go ahead.
You wanna speak?
you
Uh.
had no time to talk. You go ahead.
All right. What if say, you know, some of us start leading an angry mob of people. We walk through the entire town to gather up as many as possible, and then we try to storm the gates to get into the swarm fire area. The good part about that is they're going to be so distracted with someone trying to breach their front gates, they won't realize when we fly above and then send our alpha team down onto the tower below.
Did you mean the
Hmm.
Tower Judgment, not the Storm Spire?
I meant the tower judgment. I'm sorry about that.
No, yeah, I actually I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I think entering as the strike team from above is really good, and if we have that distraction, I think it will limit the negative effect. I'm happy to make that my backing. How do others feel?
My only concern is if rubble falls down, is the tower going to be far enough away from the people?
I think we have to make a riot and like instruct people to evacuate away from the tower. I think that's the only option we have in that space.
If the riot's outside the walls of the tower compound, they will be safe. It would take some freak accident for this to breach the outside walls.
We'll just make sure that, they don't go in. That they maybe one or two of us should like stay with the well, no, because then how would we get picked up?
I don't know if they have it. I don't know if they have it in them to actually breach the compound. I think it'll be causing a grand disturbance right outside the gates, and that will be, it'll draw a lot of attention. I don't think it'll go past that.
All right, I think that's a good plan.
How do you suppose that we start this riot again? I apologize.
Oh, you just
I
gotta
got
walk
that down
around looking
already.
angry.
Okay, right.
What
It's
he
actually
said.
quite easy.
And then while they're all
Well,
chanting,
then who
you
does
go
this?
around.
And then how
Well,
did they join us at the tower?
I've done it before, so I guess I could do it.
It's time.
It'd be great if someone could volunteer to also come, especially someone with a stronger stature, maybe.
I have to fly.
God, oh, gosh darn it.
I literally just said I can go.
Oh yeah! Oh, Leroy, you and me back as a team again. Yeah.
Indeed. The Silver Flame can something blame.
That is shame.
I'm just imagining a crowd angrily shouting, "Something, something, shame!" Yeah, got him.
Okay. Let's make it happen.
Do it. Do it.
So let's test the harnesses. Let's see how far we can get with them.
Okay, so you bring the ship down close to the ground, over the forest, I assume, or near the forest, so you're outside of town. And again, it's very swift. For these short distances between town and the forest, it's the trip from there to find a spot took you guys about an hour. It is getting dark now at this point. I mean, it's been dark. It's getting very late in the evening at this point. To get back to town to talk to Damien was another hour. It's been another hour back to get back to the forest to test this out. It's almost midnight at this point. But that's significantly faster than you would have made it on foot or by horse. So, as you, who's testing it, and what is your method of testing it? I should ask. Like, how are you just going to be so close to the ground that if you drop, it's nothing bad at all, or is anyone going to add more safety measures than that? What's the idea?
I mean, we can just have Nakarath test because he
Fair
can like bring it someplace that's like a little higher than reasonable.
Yeah, we'll bring it up so that it's like, I want to test the vertical limits of it too. So like, how far below the ship can you go?
Okay.
Let's see how, because what my slow fall is how many feet? Is it 5 feet per level? Oh, I feel like it's more, maybe 10 feet per level. Let me find it.
It's a certain number of damage per level.
Oh, right.
Rather than feet, which I mean effectively completely nullifies some feet, but depending on how I roll, it could be more or less. Anyways,
So far. 5 times your monk level.
so
I could negate like
yeah, that's a pretty big fall.
That's-
You'd have to fall a long ways for that to, or a really really nasty roll.
Mhm.
Okay, how high up you going?
We could pretty easily sit like 200 feet in the air.
Oh, you want me to go that high?
150 feet in the air. I'll be fine.
All right, let's do 150 feet.
Because how far down were they on the tether?
They didn't come out super far. The farthest ones you saw that were flying were on the ground in front of you, pretty much, and they were actually slightly above the
30
ground.
feet. That was like what, 30 feet, right?
I think it
Or
was
50 feet.
40 or 50 away from a window.
All right. Well, then maybe 100 feet. 100 feet off the ground.
Okay,
That'll be okay.
100 feet off the ground. You start. Nakarath puts on the harness. It doesn't require attunement. You just start spiraling around the ship, trying to find where you eventually fall. Do you approach this from any specific, like, what's your science here? Just going out in a direction until you fall, or are you just
Going straight down until I fall.
okay? So straight off the deck. Do you try to stick to the bottom of the ship from that point, or do you just go straight down from the edge?
From the bottom of the ship is a good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like walk around, slide around till I'm hanging off the keel, and then drop.
All right. What is your passive investigation or perception? Your choice.
Passive perception is 19.
19. Okay, so as you find a specific point, it's getting a little hard to judge the distances as you're kind of just floating in the air, but you do notice that it seems like you don't get much farther down than the elemental rings before you start to fall.
Ah. Okay.
A little bit farther. You would estimate maybe 5-10 feet down from the ring is when you started to fall. And it was almost like, especially with that high of passive perception, it was almost like the flight started to change a little bit as you got close to the end. Like you could kind of feel it, like the magic started to kind of waver a bit, and you started to fall. You know, you weren't being held aloft quite as much. Kind of slipped out.
Whoop. All right.
So
Cool.
Nakarath plummets 100 feet.
There he goes.
You literally could have just flown upward.
Love it.
I didn't think about that. That was a good idea. You should have said something earlier.
Okay,
Came to
so
mind.
he would take 35 bludgeoning damage on this fall, but thankfully that feels like a low roll. Thankfully, thanks to his monk bullshit, he just tucks and rolls on the landing, and he's totally fine.
That's an exact right?
Careful, lower the ship so he can get back on.
Thank you. And then I'll just activate he'll just step of the wind and jump up and run back up on deck.
All right. Yeah, with a good jump and then the harness taking off from there, you're able to make it up easily.
Woo. Okay.
Like
So-
100 feet in the air?
Oh no. No, not that high.
Oh,
Like
no, it's
30 at least.
So
I have my astral arms equipped, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it's a lot.
whatever.
I think that might be a little too close for us to get to the tower with the ship. But, I mean, we can always use feather pole tokens.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in equivalently on the edges of the ship here, let me make sure I'm on that. Horizontally, it would start from the middle and go out like 40 or so feet, and then that would be the ring, and then like 10 or so feet beyond that. So you could go about 50 feet from the middle of the ship, like as if there was a big cylinder around the ship, like the length of the ship and 50 feet wide.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, so maybe we won't be able to get right up next to it, but I think we'll be able to make it work.
Depends on if anyone wants to try and dodge some elemental rings on the way out, and then.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
It's like jumping the lightning round tracks all over again.
So,
Whoa,
I guess
whoa,
we-
whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I guess we're dropping everyone in, but I guess in that case, Carrick should stay on the ship.
Yeah, Carrick should probably stay on the ship no matter what, just to keep our
Make sure we-
getaway vehicle moving.
Yeah. And also, in
Yeah.
case someone just shows up in the sky and is like, "Hey, there's a ship here."
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. All right. I'll stay on the ship.
You get your own milk.
Okay.
You can't have milk.
I want milk.
So, to recap then, after that
Can I have milk?
experimentation, it is midnight. Are you guys going to enact this plan tomorrow after resting? Are you going to send it tonight? Are you going to contact Damien, get things going? What's the plan here?
We should probably rest. shouldn't we?
Rest,
We
contact
should
Damien.
rest and
Yeah.
get
Rest
it
for
going
the
starting tomorrow
yeah.
morning.
And so that we can put our plans in motion the next evening. I assume we do this tonight, right?
Well, I mean, when would be a
well,
good
we need-
time to evacuate people?
Whoa.
We
Because-
also need people rioting.
Mm.
We do need a riot. I think that's what Eli and I
I
are
was just
talking
thinking
about.
about keeping the people or the ship mostly out of sight.
Well, we can actually get Damien's help with that because he can control the weather and make it cloudy as hell over the city.
You could?
Mhm.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of fog. That's really good.
Big smart.
So we could actually get the ship pretty low in the sky and have it not be visible.
It's actually a really good thought.
Yep.
Okay, so we work with Damien on that. So super cloudy tomorrow and lightning on the walls where the guards patrol.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
And a
We need
riot.
two multiple
Start off with
effects.
somebody.
And a riot.
We got
Yep,
the riot.
Eli
people.
and Leroy.
So you guys being
We're gonna look
dropped off
so
out the
angry.
city and moving your way in ahead of time then? Is that how you're doing that?
Most likely,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good question is, are we going in from the basement or the roof?
The
So
roof.
here's
the
my
roof.
question. On a slightly different note. You guys rode horses over to the airship, right?
They were. Oh,
How we walk?
I can't remember if you walked or just
Thought we
or rode
walked.
the party bus or just.
I thought there was
road
definitely
over.
horses.
I remember Eli
Uh-oh.
riding Juno at least.
Either way, I would say we hoofed it.
But
Well, I'm just more questioning at this point if you just kind of left your horses.
Left them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
This
We
campaign
just
and
slapped
horses,
him in
man.
the ass and gone, yeah, run.
Oh,
Took
boy.
their
Horses
saddles.
in
and
between,
plans.
Right.
in between sessions.
Well, whoops.
Well-
Those are going to be the real BEGs. They
Those-
were mad at us
Those
for
horses
abandoning
are gonna
them.
have a much better life without us.
Probably, honestly. Judging
The
by
end
this
of the
campaign.
campaign is
Real.
all of us dying, and we just have to confront the legion of people and horses. And we just have to apologize.
Like your pets decide if you go to heaven, but it's your horses.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well, none of us
Next
are
time
going
a
to heaven.
player dies and we cast, like, Revivify or something.
The horses prevent it.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know, man. You fed me grass.
We've angered the horse gods.
Tried to be
Exactly.
good to the horses.
It's just been unfortunate, really.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
So
you guys turning in for the night then? Sounds like.
Yes. And I think we're doing that on the bus, right? Because we're not going back into town.
If by on the
the
bus, you mean
ship.
on the airship.
Do you mean the new
Yeah.
Airbus?
Because the bus is
Yes.
in town.
The new
Yes, that is what I
Airbus.
meant.
It's the party
Airbus.
ship.
Yeah.
What if we call the ship Daily sex. I mean dyslexia.
Wait, what's the difference between those two words?
Jumbles?
No, that's another dyslexia
No.
joke.
Oh, it's another joke! That's Ashley being dumb.
I tried.
So-
Wait, what if you call the ship the Sarah?
For it.
That's fucked. Fucked. That's fucked.
Anyways,
Sarah doesn't even know this happened, but in the corner of your eye, you can see popping up over your head. Sarah will remember this.
Sarah will find out, and she will remember this.
This action will have consequences.
yeah.
Little butterfly effect thing pops up, and you're like, oh shit. What did I do?
This is the Thea de Lorandar. I mean,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh,
We'll name it the Catalina wine mixer.
you know
Oh,
what?
the
That's
Catalina,
pretty
that's
good.
a power move.
I actually kind of
That's
like
pretty
that.
flawless.
Yeah.
Even just
As
the
we
wine
ride the
mixer
pitch
is a pretty good
sunset.
name.
So,
All in favor for wine mixer, say aye. Aye.
Oh, I.
I.
Ah,
Three.
that was mine.
4.
That was my conjoined in the town.
Aye.
That's 5. That's 5 out of 8.
Aye, 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 aye.
Buddy. Although I
Find
do
the wine
like the
mixer.
Catalina as well. They're both awesome.
You don't get a vote from me about this one. I refuse.
We'll just change the name
All right.
periodically.
So you guys, yeah, that works too. You guys are staying the night aboard the wine mixer. Who's
What
keeping
time
watch?
should we head over to Damien and inform him of the plan?
I'm keeping watch for what it's worth on a boat in the middle of the sky.
All
I
right.
don't think that's gonna do much, but
I mean, you could not if you don't want to. That's fine. That is an option.
Oh. Instead, I could
talk to the
sit
spirit.
in a corner.
Rock back and forth all night. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
God, are we really gonna do this again?
Hell yeah.
Nah, not tonight. I'm out of spell slots. Oh, I can
Good.
take a short rest.
No.
I'm out of spell slots.
Nope. Don't do it.
You could be catnapped.
Just let us continue the plot.
Yeah.
It is
I'm
plot.
keeping watch.
Okay. You're keeping watch.
Yes. Oh.
Go ahead and
Oh, right. I'm damaged because of that combat we were just in.
yeah, go ahead and make me an perception check, please.
And perception check. You love to see it.
All right.
And only 21 days short of optimal progress.
Throughout the night, you notice that it actually gets pretty clear as the night progresses. The clouds begin to part. You can see a lot of the stars from up here. And now that the clouds have parted, you're above the cloud line. You can see a lot of the ground as well. It's kind of crazy just how much you can see from up here, though, you can't make out any details. You feel pretty small. But nothing comes to fight you in the middle of the night. Your night passes peacefully. You all get a long rest.
Odds. I love long rests.
Everybody click that button.
Oh,
Rest.
Oh, I should probably open Foundry. Fuck.
wow.
What have you been doing?
I thought you
Listening and paying attention.
Theater of the mind. And nothing else.
tags.
All right.
I mean, I only get HP back. Like,
Alright.
66
66. I'm sorry,
Wow.
Trust. You took a lot of
was
more
spears.
See
hit
if
points
anyone-
than I have.
okay,
I was waiting to see if anyone was more hurt than me.
in order to recover 66 hit points, I had to have had 40 left. By the way,
Jeez.
I feel like in that last
Wow.
combat, Drost took enough damage that would have outright killed like half the party.
yeah,
yeah,
I took
sure.
several hundred damage during that fight.
Anyways, it is 8 a.m. Good morning. Welcome.
If I'm awake at 8 a.m., it
It's
is
the
not a
day.
good morning.
The day is here.
Yes. Here comes the sun.
Do-do-do-do. You guys wake up to Eli like around a bunch of papers,
The day is coming.
and he's writing down like a bunch of notes, and then going, no, that doesn't rhyme, and he crumples it up and throws it, and he's crumpling down more notes.
The silver flame is hard to tame.
That's
No,
encouraging.
we're gonna just stick with the same one. I'm doing this for our future battle coming up, if I'm a
Yeah,
part of it,
exciting.
of course.
The silver flame, more like the poo-poo flame.
Leroy,
Oh,
let me come up with the rhymes.
Okay, Eli.
All right, battle stations, everyone.
Carrick, would you mind if Juno stayed with you? She's a really good girl.
Oh, of course. Juno's always welcome with me.
All right. So, is the
Carrick,
party
you
going
keep
into the
her
town just gonna
safe
walk there?
here.
You have my word, Eli.
Well, we could probably get dropped off slightly outside of range, visual range, and make our way in.
Yeah, let's disguise ourselves first.
Okay.
Of course.
Based on the size and glowiness of your airship, visual range is pretty far away.
Yep.
No one has contacted Damien yet either.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go and stop by there.
Yeah, so why don't we head into town and start gathering people while you guys get Damien?
Sounds good.
Yeah, let them start on their way in while we go see Damien.
It's gonna take us a while to travel, and it's gonna take us a while to get people together, and then get all the way to the gates. So it's gonna take us some time to get everything, but once we get it, we'll be good.
All
Why
right.
don't we set
We're rolling.
a time for go time? Like, let's try and do this at noon.
All right. Do you think we could
I
do
think
this
that's
at
good.
noon?
And before we totally
Think
split
so.
though, let's identify what's the plan to get you two who are, or however many of you who are going on foot in the city. How are you getting back on the ship? Are we going to pick you up outside the city?
Easy. Overnight, I picked up the spell fly. I can just make me and Eli and Leroy fly.
Oh, sure.
We
I
can
was
we can
going to
fly
offer
up to the
same
ship
thing.
on
Damn,
to you.
real nice.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Or I could teleport us up.
Or he can. That's actually a really cool one.
It would be a dimension door kind of deal, so we'd have to get within range, but at that point, sure.
It could
I
work.
think that'll be
work
doable.
in combination, probably too. In
Yeah.
case we're getting shot at.
True. Now let me just make sure. No, I don't have dimension door prepared. Let's prepare dimension door. What won't be useful today? Synaptic static?
Always useful.
Yeah, probably I'll get rid of hold person.
All right. So you send a couple people walking in. Is that Leroy and Eli?
Eli.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leroy and Eli start walking in. The rest of you fly over to meet Damien.
Right.
So you want just clouds everywhere, just like a fog over the city, and lightning? I think we discussed some hail before as well. Yes, kind of a mix of. This is getting complicated. It might take me a bit to set up, but how much do you
I
got?
don't know if we still need the hail. I think you do a heavy, thick cloud cover over the city, and then your all reliable lightning on the outer walls. I think we're just trying to do as much of a distraction as possible, but nothing that's going to actually impede our vessel. So,
Well,
big ol'
I will
thick ol'
advise you to go in through the top. Then I'll try to leave something open in the middle, and then you can fly over the clouds and in. Might make the most sense.
beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
want you to get stuck in the lightning. Once I get that going, it's a little hard to be precise with it, and I won't be able to see it from here either way.
No worries.
Very well. Well, I'll get to work on that. It'll take me a bit. When do you want this to all culminate?
We're thinking around noon today.
Perfect. Okay, that gives me a bit. Well, I apologize for my curtness. Thank you so much. This is an exciting day, but I need to get to work immediately if this is going to go as planned. So and he just sits down on the ground and starts to meditate, just without even any more words.
Yes, we'll head out. In that case, we're gonna wait till I start to see the cloud cover over the city thicken and the visibility go down, and then I'll pilot the ship with everybody on it over that middle area and wait.
And yes, Eli, if you were disguising yourself on the way in, that would be a disguise kit roll. Charisma and proficiency.
It would be the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can he also disguise me a little bit?
I can. Hold on, I can do that for you right now. Wow, you look so much better than I do.
Oh, cool.
Which is impressive, considering that Leroy is a warforged, who, there's not a ton of variation to him, but he does look like a different warforged.
Oh yeah, we all look the same.
No, you know what I mean. It's not
And
like you
I
guys
look
have
like-
noses to be different or eyebrows to be different, or
A
Yeah,
slightly
yeah.
different Eli.
you polish
Eli,
all
but
of
with blonde
Leroy's
hair.
metal into a slightly different sheen, so it looks like a different metal. He's made of silver now rather than brass. There you go. Disguise
Wow,
kit.
that's pretty cool. I like to think that Leroy's just walking and I'm just like hanging on to him because I'm small, and I'm just like polishing and then like climbing around and polishing.
Rubbing all sorts of weird
Right,
oils
right.
and like, okay, this shoulder needs this color here and that one needs this color there. All right. But Eli, unfortunately, you didn't roll super high for yourself. So how did your disguise turn out?
I look the same, but I put some powder in my hair, and now my hair looks white.
Okay.
But
Sounds good.
I feel like that's appropriate for the role that I made for myself. Oh god.
So it takes you guys a couple hours to get there. There's not a ton of time left. Go ahead and make a. There's guards at the gate. There doesn't appear to be a riot going already, so there's no heavy traffic at the gate.
Bummer.
Darn.
Don't you hate when there's not a
Are you,
riot?
you two here on business then? Are you? What's your?
Yes, we are, sir.
State your name and purpose here in Thaliost.
My name is. What letter am I on, guys? Help me. What letter am I on?
Were you cycling through letters?
I
I
was.
don't know what that
I think I'm on G. My name's Gregory Gallopon. Yep, Gregory Gallopon.
And your business, Gregory Galathon.
My business is to guys, what would my business be?
You're an alcoholic. Or a potion maker or something.
Oh, we're
Haberdashers.
what's the fuck is a haberdasher?
That's
We're alchemists in training, and we're just here to pick up some supplies for our training. Would you like me to roll deception on that, sir?
Yes, please.
'Cause I'll tell you, it's over a 22. It's
Wow.
29.
Damn. Don't you hate when you're
Oh
roll
yes.
low?
Welcome to Thaliost. Sorry for the annoyance. We have to be careful who we let in and out at the moment. There's a bit of trouble going down lately. I would be careful in there if I were you. Just stay away from anyone that looks suspicious or unsavory, and please let us know about it if you see them.
Will do.
May the silver flame be with you.
And with your spirit.
I thought it was you. You know what?
And
You're new
your
here. I
spirit
get it.
also.
Where are you from?
Well, judging by my short stature, it should be pretty obvious where I'm from. I'm from the Talenta Plains. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, I see. A native to that area. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a lot of reach down there, unfortunately. So thank you for at least attempting to fit into our customs. Welcome to Thaliost.
Thank you very kindly. That's a good thing. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. Haha. All right. So once we head in, we're gonna immediately go and look for sketchy people and try to go.
All right. Roll me a I feel like a case could be made for a number of charisma skills here. Just go ahead and pick one. And just make the roll.
Let's do performance.
You could
Sure.
make
Do you
a
want
performance check here?
guidance on that?
Sure. What does guidance give me?
A D4.
I'm doing.
All right, I'll roll that D4. /
Yeah.
roll.
Also, I don't have proficiency in
23.
performance, I'll just do it. Can.
It's okay. I'm doing the legwork for us.
Am I here?
The silver flame, shame.
I got what are the musical instruments I have? I have a lute out right now, and I'm just like playing it, going, the silver flame can die in shame. The silver flame can die in shame.
And I'm mostly just looking mad.
Mr. DM.
Yes.
Looking around, looking angry.
I assume I've been completely silent this entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, my mic was unplugged.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I thought I was interacting with people, and they were just ignoring me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor.
So I'm along with the two of them.
You're along with the two of them. Okay.
Yes, I am wearing my silver flame glamour weave and my armor, and I'm not like very disguised. Is that going to affect things?
Yes.
I'm trying to look very innocent.
Wait, did you come with us?
Yes, I said it like 4 times when my mic was
His mic was
unplugged.
muted.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Eli rolled so ridiculously high on checks that you managed to get past the guards. They just assumed, oh, okay, it's a Silver Flame fanboy here. Like, they're just trying to fit in. It's okay. Their merchant friend that they're guarding obviously just didn't, there's a little bit of miscommunication here, but it's all right. They have good intentions. They'll let you in.
No, we don't. Silver flame can die in shame.
1954.
Okay. So if you could make a check as well, then please, Clemens.
All right.
Performance, my dear Labarna.
you need me to make a
Clemens,
performance?
shit.
I still think there's a case to be made for any of the charisma skills here. Just if you want to put on a show with it, if you want to try and be deceptive to people, if you want to try to persuade them to join the riot, I feel like you could kind of approach this however you want.
Gotcha. Yeah, she want if we are at the point of riling people up, she would like to nobly and heroically command people in a very pirate way to rise up and stuff.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So like a yar har, we
Sea
must,
shanties.
Yes, that kind of stuff. So I would like performance, please.
You do. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you
Yar har fiddle be dee.
you summon all of the gamers in the crowd to rise up.
Yes.
It's
We do in fact live in a society.
just checking. All right, cool. So this it's probably more appropriate to have this active now. Yeah, Thaliast.
Yeah.
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 So here you are. You guys go around. Eli is definitely more effective than two of you, but none of you rolled abysmally. So you definitely start to pick up a lot of momentum with the crowd. It starts moving throughout the city. And is anyone keeping watch up on the tower above? We don't happen to be scanning over the city at this time?
I
While
mean,
you
I
wait?
assume Karth is ever vigilant.
All right, so you're looking around. Yeah, I don't think you can see this far, though. Never mind. If Karik would be looking down with his eagle eyes, he would probably start to be able to see crowds of people moving through the streets. But now clouds are starting to form at the same time. It's almost time here. Things are coming together.
All right. Eli's going to start weaving through the crowd, and he's going to be whispering in everyone's ears, like, all right, we're moving. We're gonna storm the tower, the Knights of Thrain garrison. We're going to storm it. Let's go. Time to show them that we don't want them here no more. And that's basically what he's going to do. I can roll persuasion if you want.
Yeah,
But
give me
it's
persuasion
gonna
on that
be-
one. Just redirect the crowd's anger.
22.
22. Thankfully, because it's a 22 and not a 12.
14.
Oh wait, yours was a 14. Yes, not a 14. I was gonna say, I thought it was an 11, but that was Clemens's check from above. Okay, you're 22. You managed to persuade people to move in that direction instead, and they just keep up the same chant as before. There's a little bit of a different tone to it now. You can definitely tell that these people are not skilled at hiding their intentions, and they're not so subtle about the path being very much changed, and now they're storming the garrison, but they're still chanting the same chants as before.
That's fine. It'll still cause a distraction.
All right. And as you approach the Knights of Thrain garrison, the clouds start to thicken above you, and you can no longer see the sky. And then you start to hear the sounds of thunder and lightning around the edges of the city. It's go time.
Hoggy's hours.
It is now noon.
It's high noon. Oh, someone already did that
It
joke,
is
didn't
high noon, though.
they? It is. I pull out a revolver and shoot everyone.
Well, you shoot 6 people.
You need
Well,
to
yeah.
just do a quick roll to reload.
McCree
Yep.
can shoot more than 6 people with his ult.
I said with the revolver.
Yeah, but he uses a revolver.
That's yeah.
Oh, mhm. There we go then.
All right, so high noon.
Cool. Carrick is gonna fly directly over the Tower of Judgment and start to lower down. Once he's into the clouds, he's gonna say to everyone preparing to leap off, is everybody wearing a harness?
Everybody who wants to have been can have.
I hope they're all wearing a harness.
Yes.
There's enough for all of us.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop you guys, but how long should I wait before I lower the ship down to pick you up? Should I just come down when I hear the explosion?
That's probably a safe time. Well, wait to see where it's going to fall first, and then don't get in the way of that.
Yeah, that's probably smart. I'll wait for the I'll wait for the second crash and then I'll come down.
Is that smart?
As we are approaching, I'm going to cast both Mage Armor on myself and Death Ward on myself.
Okay. All
What's
right.
the order of precedence on multiple
throw-
death wards?
Depends on the wording of each of them.
I think mine is seconds.
Yeah, can I throw a false life on myself as we approach?
You may.
Beautiful.
All right. So let me make sure that everybody who's on the ship. So Eli, and
Ooh, 7.
Clemens and Leroy are not. Everyone else is on the ship. Is that correct?
Yes. How many people are on the ship? It's me, Faye, Drost, Nakareth. Is that everybody?
My list is in
There
the
should
ship.
be
My
5 because 3 people are below. Yeah.
Okay.
3 people are below.
Yes.
Clemens is 2.
Clemens won one.
Okay.
Juno is up with you as well, and so is Neko.
I'd say right before you guys go down, Carrick is going to spend a second level slot to cast Heroism on everybody on the ship, except him.
Okay.
So you, at the beginning of each of your turns, you will get 4 temp HP, and you're immune to fear.
Oh,
All
nice.
right. So you're flying the ship where in relation to the tower?
Directly above it,
Okay.
and quite a ways above it. I would assume with the clouds, there's like not much visibility for me either.
It's
But
pretty.
yeah,
it's
I'm
pretty
gonna-
rough. Yeah. But once you get closer, it's a little easier. But you have less time to react at that point.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to try and position myself directly above it. And yeah, high enough that I'm out of sight.
Okay. Roll me just an intelligence check here as like a bit of a navigating in, you know, a terrain you've seen before, but you're going in blind, and B just as a piloting check here, basically. For in a tricky situation. Very good. So you're relatively confident that you're directly over the tower right now, but you can't currently see it from where you are.
That's okay, because if I can't see it, then they can't see me. Cool. I think we're all set, everybody.
That's not necessarily true, but we'll roll
There's
with
a
it.
big shift between your eyes and their tower.
You also have rings of
Big
fire around you.
Right ship. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. The rings of fire and lightning might give it away, but
Fuck it.
They probably can't see you particularly.
yeah. Specifically me, they can't see. That's what I'm trying to hide.
All right. So what's the plan then? How you guys going now?
Yeah. Right before everyone jumps, he's gonna cast heroism on them and just say, "Good luck, everybody."
Godspeed.
Right.
Oh, heroism only targets one creature, so I gotta cast it at like 3rd level to target 3 people. So one of you's not gonna get it. I think you'll be okay, Drost.
Shit.
Dross we fine.
Okay. So the other 4 of you are jumping off then, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Well, it turns into like a normal size D&D group.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how I want to do this from this side of things. I'm gonna move the ship a
Never
bit
split the party.
away. Karik, I don't have a good way to represent vertical space here, so you're just gonna be away from the tower. Everyone else is jumping in. The pets, is it okay with you guys if the pets aren't gonna really be an issue in this combat, I think. You're not having Neko jump, right?
I want to, but it's a bad idea, so I'm not
You can
going
if you
to.
want to. And I assume Juno's just gonna hide below deck.
Yeah, Juno's gonna go
Tarek
take a
said he'd
nap.
care of Juno.
Okay.
NECA will curl up next to Karik at the wheel.
Alright, so one less token I have to manage. Great. Well, 2 less tokens, actually. Perfect.
Yeah.
So,
If he's complaining about the number of tokens he has to manage, you guys are fucked.
alright, you guys are jumping off. You are now in midair. Congratulations. What are you doing from here?
Jump down onto the
You
middle.
have 50 feet of vertical where you're flying. There is a roof on the top of the tower. That's what the pillars are holding up. It's kind of like
I'm just
a
not
point.
landing on the roof.
All right. Nakareth is able to, with his monk stuff. The 50 feet remaining is actually below the ring. You are actually 100 feet above the tower, which was far enough away that you couldn't see the tower at least. But as you start to drop, you are now able to see the point of the tower. And so Nakareth, roll some dice here. It would be 40 damage, but you managed to slow
Land
fall that
gingerly on the
Zero?
on my
to.
tiptoes.
Oh, it's 50 is exactly what you have, right? Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
No, I have 50, so
Yeah.
10 to spare.
Perfect. All right, so you were fine. The other 3 of you, what are you doing on this fall? It's a pretty beefy fall for someone who's not a monk.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna use my featherfall token.
Okay,
Right.
so you have a featherfall token. Who else has a featherfall token?
I have
Is gonna
one.
use his Featherfall token.
Okay, the featherfall token will activate automatically if you have one. Just make sure you let me know that
Oh,
you
yeah.
have one. Okay. So if all 3 of you have a featherfall token, all 3 of them will be consumed. 'Cause as soon as you start to fall off something, it's not a manual thing in case you're unconscious. or something, it just
Oh, okay.
happens. Yeah. All right. So you 3, Nakareth lands first and manages to kind of like lands on the edge of the point and kind of slide down the wall and slow his fall that way instead of hard impacting a more flat surface. The 3 of you land a bit after him as you fall much slower through the air and land on the roof of this place.
Okay.
But you are currently on the roof of the tower. It's like a slightly curving up to a point roof.
I would like to slide down over to the edge and peek down and see what's underneath us.
Okay. So you slide down the edge and peek down, and the roof is a bit of a lip over the edge. It's wider at the top than it is below, and you can see the pillars on the inside. With you're able to quickly gather information in the room. You see a throne with a halfling seated at it. No one else is up here at the moment. Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Please, God, be good.
Please don't punch the chef.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't have anything for advantage, do I?
Especially
am I
nothing.
in range to flash of inspiration?
He would have landed a lot before you. He nails it anyways. Yep. So you peek your head under, gather information real quickly, pull your head back up, you're fine. You saw that one halfling. You didn't see much else down there at the moment. He looks a little confused, he's looking around, but he doesn't look particularly scared by the thunder and lightning and stuff. He's just like, well, just another day in Thaliost with the riots and the lightning and the... Looks a little pissed off, but not like... you've never seen him before.
Oh, okay. There's a little halfling on the throne? I didn't know halflings ruled here.
Would I, with my knowledge of the Silver Flame Jordan, would I have any idea who this is? I can roll for it.
Yeah, I'll let you roll for it. With the description of it's just a halfling, that'll narrow it down, but it's going to be hard to pinpoint somebody based on that.
Religion.
I'm assuming I could give some.
Yeah, okay, so Nakarth gives you a bit of a description of them, and go ahead and sure, I'll allow religion for this since you are trying to figure out the... Alright. You're not sure who in particular this is, but you have an idea based on the description of the throne, rather, that this place is being watched over by somebody of a very important position, or rather, this is a very important responsibility that has been trusted to someone to watch over this tower. The Silver Flame is big on having very strong paladins watch over domains and act as sort of not leadership of an area permanently, but sort of just, okay, you're assigned here temporarily, go over there later, you're going to be assigned there. Whoever this is probably some sort of strong paladin, similar to Catalina, but
He's got to go.
he is, you are guessing, the current presiding high-ranking officer of this area.
President.
For some reason, the term that I gave Catalina is slipping from my mind at the moment. I think she was Argent. Yes. So this is likely another Argent paladin.
Ah, wonderful.
All right.
At least
Now,
there's only the Argent.
While we're still like in stealth on top of the roof, I'm gonna like look to everyone there and say,
Oh no way.
do you want to blow the pillar before or after we take him out?
I feel like we have to take him out to blow the pillar because he will definitely be able to interrupt the spell.
Yes, I agree. Okay. Who wants to
Go first.
strike first? I feel like we gotta make use of our drop on him.
I will also just note, as part of the situation, the roof hangs out farther than the floor below. So you're going to have to either a few feet. So it's gonna be, you're gonna have to fall inwards, swing around the edge or something, or have some other way to get under here. It's gonna be pretty tricky to drop down from above.
Drost, are you comfortable swinging me?
I can swing you.
I was gonna ask if I could activate my arms and people could swing down on them.
You can certainly try.
I can take the other two and toss them inside.
Well, while we're preparing, like, and I'm gonna hold this until we are like going in, but I am gonna give Drost Holy Weapon.
Whee!
Okay, so right when things start, you're giving Drost Holy Weapon. I'll keep that noted.
How thick does the roof look?
Give me an investigation check.
I can do that. Skills, investigation, 15. Do I
Okay.
get bonus on that for being an artificer, or is that a different thing I'm thinking of?
I think dwarves get bonuses to looking at like stonework and stuff.
Stonework, yeah.
I don't think artificers. You'd probably get bonuses for looking at like magic items and stuff.
Arcana check or ability check involving artisans' tools. Yep.
Yeah.
It.
Just looking at this architecture, it's not something the architecture in general you have a cursory knowledge of, but this building in particular you don't have a ton of knowledge of. It could be hollow on the inside, but the outside just looks like it's made of stone for sure. It's stone brick. The structure itself is definitely at the very edge, 3 or 4 feet thick, and then it narrows down to a point. But if you want it to be the edge over solid ground underneath, maybe 3 feet thick. Could be hollow in the middle, could not be. You're not really sure at a quick glance.
All right. Well, if it looks that thin, I could attempt to use these fancy gloves to bust us a hole through. That
Certainly
might
try.
be less risky than trying to swing. I communicate to the people around.
I kind of love it. Especially maybe if only you do it while the rest of us swing. That could be really strong.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Oh, okay. Only Carrick's gonna do that then? Alright.
Real quick, remind me, who's our squad here?
It's Milos, Nakarith, Drost, and Faye.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
My bad.
cool.
Milos is doing that. Fuck.
Yeah, Milos.
I don't know how much time has passed since they've left the ship, but at the beginning of every 6 seconds, Faye, Milos, and Nakarith are getting 4 temp HP.
Oh, does that stack?
It does not.
No, every time you get new temp HP, it just resets, so it's 4 HP at the top of every round.
Oh, I thought it
I'm
stacked.
just chilling with my son.
Infinite HP warlocks.
Yeah, temp HP doesn't stack unless something specific says it does, because specificity beats generality. But yeah. All right. So you all have 4 temp HP then.
Yep.
So
that
Milos,
help
are you
against the 300 damage crit this guy's gonna throw at you?
You digging a hole through, Milos?
I'm going to wait until the first person starts to go, and they'll do it at the same time.
Alright, then.
I'll hold out my hand to Nakarith, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I can get myself there easy.
Yeah, but I could launch you faster.
I want to move just a little bit away so that no debris lands on anyone who's trying to land.
Sure, fuck it. I activate my arms of the astral self.
Alright.
And the maul, actually. I want to just get those both going.
I'll Giant Smite, and whenever Nakarth slaps my hand, I'll grab him and throw him inside.
Alright.
Alright. The electricity on the gloves will wear up as I place them on the stone and begin.
Okay. I'm trying to pull up that item at the same time because I forgot. So you're doing just the driving it back to 1 action time?
I believe so.
Okay,
I don't
because you
the
can do
range
touch
increase
range
doesn't do
here.
anything, right?
Yeah, you're only doing touch range here. So, one effect, you roll a 1d20. If it's below a 3, it backfires.
Yep.
You're fine.
Thanks.
All right. So, yep. Go ahead and describe that.
The sparks will just whir around the gloves on the ground as just an entire chunk of rock out of the roof slides downwards 5 by 5 feet wide, lands on the edge. Oh, Milos drops through on top of it.
I love it.
All right.
That's sick.
As you drop through the hole and as Drost yeets Nakarith underneath, you see he's already looking in your direction, and he's holding up a weapon that's now glowing. And the glow is kind of aimed up towards you. It says,
Perfect.
Well, howdy. We're going to roll for initiative, and I'm going to move you over.
Boy,
Blast.
Hold on just a second.
He's a halfling. I established this. You're the one who established they have that accent.
Grandpappy.
Yeah, you have. Oh my God, is it Grandpappy?
It's Grandpappy.
No.
Grandpappy's ready to fuck your day up.
I'm sorry, Grandpappy.
Okay, we're gonna, roll for initiative.
I now realize I've doomed all of you. If you guys ever want to play a
boy.
halfling as a backup
Up,
character,
up,
you guys
up.
have to have an accent.
I was gonna make a halfling wizard if this one does, so
All right, so
Color an accent.
I'm ready.
here you are on the tower. The ship is currently off to the right. That's just me representing it being far away and above. I don't have a good way to represent vertical, but it is currently above you. And we're gonna go ahead and blip. That music should be good. Sure, right?
Blah.
Good enough? Yeah. All right. He is starting you off. His weapon has alerted him to the danger. Just giving him a bit of advanced warning here. All right. First thing he's gonna do. He's gonna stand up off the. This is not the music I was going for at all, but that's fine. He's gonna stand up on the throne. He's gonna turn around and kind of hop up on the back of it and start to run up the pillar, and then stick out his hand axe and pull it down through the air as he falls, creating a rip in reality.
Is this a spell?
Out of which, it is a spell being cast. If you would like to, you start to see a T-Rex emerge from this rip in reality.
Dude. No, thank you. Counter spell.
Go ahead and try.
I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
Go ahead and roll.
Just D20? Or...
D20 plus charisma.
Yeah, I can't win.
A charisma check, essentially.
Okay, that's plus...
that is enough.
Yep.
Yeet.
Bye.
So he's
I
like,
hope I just see its fucking head pop out. No.
yep. So he stops out. He's like, and meet darling, and the T-Rex starts to poke her head out of the gate, and then gets crammed. Little dinosaur arms trying to pry the gate open as she gets shoved back in. He's like, well, that's just not fun at all, and he starts to face you instead.
Milos will just look confused, looking for Darlin.
Nakara, that is your turn.
Nakara, that's going to. Let's see, how far?
I do my laundry again!
Boy.
What the fuck?
Let's do
Holy shit. Someone's angry about laundry.
Oh.
Every day.
There we go.
Alright, Kieran might be gone for a little bit after that one.
How's this song? Is this the vibe? There we go. Hey,
Oh, no. Okay.
there we go. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I want Kieran to land a stun.
I want to Hunter's Mark him too as a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action Hunter's Mark. Good.
Alright, can I apply that to this damage?
That was a lot of syllables all at once. What?
Can I apply that to this damage? Because well.
Oh, yes. You can have retroactively done that. Yes. That's fine.
Thank you.
All right.
And a stunning strike, because why not? It's probably not going to work, but
That is an 18.
yeah, that passes. I'm pretty sure my save is like what, 16?
Probably something in that range. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, attack again.
That's a miss.
Yeah, it is. And I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, so that's all I got.
Okay. Milos, you're up.
Oh, this song rules.
It's a good one.
I am going to cast haste on myself.
Okay. You're speedy, Milos.
Yes. And what do I get to do with my first hasted action?
Weapon attack, dash, I believe disengage, dodge. There's a few things.
Great.
One weapon attack.
I'll run up to him and bonk him with my stick.
Bonk. Go ahead and roll that attack.
12.
That does not hit.
Nope.
He easily swats it aside with one of his hand axes.
I'm pretty sure you have a second attack, right?
Alright. And that is all for my turn.
Really? You don't have extra attack?
That was his hasted action, so he only gets one
Yeah.
attack. He could do a
right,
bonus
never mind.
action.
Alright.
Okay. Faye, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run kind of back behind Dross a bit. Oh, maybe I guess I couldn't, but
So those are pillars in the way here. So you could.
yeah,
have to
just like
just
go
path around
down
it.
and then over. Yeah, okay, I guess I.
Hey.
So I'm gonna shoot a just a regular old ray of frost at him.
Go ahead and roll that attack.
No, that's not what I meant to cast. That's my bad. Okay, 29.
That's a
gonna
hit.
I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah. That'll hit.
That's just 5 damage, which
Okay.
is fine, because I really mean to just bonus cast my boy spiritual weapon. It's 25, and I'm gonna put it right next to him.
Okay. I have the thing here. Flip. Nope, that's. We're gonna put it like right there, slightly off the grid, but that's fine. Yep.
Perfect. All right, damage.
Bigger
on
than
that.
him. Oops. 25 does hit. Yep.
All right, 7 damage.
All right.
And also, I noticed it's not on me, but I should have con up because Drost has my holy weapon.
Got you.
Perfect. All right. That's all.
Drost, you're up.
Let's go. Oh, I'm glad you guys are so close to him that I can't really, get up to him.
Oh, it's better if you can just punch him. It's fine.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have gone big. I can't be in the same space as the spiritual weapon, can I?
Oh, I feel like you can.
I think you can.
It's just kind of floating to the side.
Yeah. I think that's fair enough.
I could
It's not
totally
like crazy.
retroactively move it too.
I could also technically make it straight across in 25 feet, but I don't know if I can move straight through this. I assume that's a solid piece.
That is a staircase down, so you could
Yeah.
leap over it with an athletics check.
It's almost my stride.
Almost, yeah. It wouldn't be a very high DC. And I
I'll do
think
that.
you get a bonus to that in Giant's Might, right? Is that a thing?
I do. I get advantage.
All right. Go ahead and make that check.
So I think I'd have to get double natty ones.
Just hold that tongue.
All right, you're fine. Easy.
Yeah. I was looking through all my features to see if there's anything special I wanted to do here. But I
Restrain.
think... What, like restrain him? I don't have grappler.
You don't have those chains?
I could, but I have to hit him to do that.
And then do it.
Alright. I'll start taking some swings.
Swing, swing.
Swing, swing. Yeah.
It's a hit.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna roll damage bit by bit here. So that's gonna be... Actually, I'm doing two-handed, so let me do versatile damage normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm gonna slash roll 2d8 for Giant Smite.
Right, for the first hit.
Roll 2d8 for Holy Weapon.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 20 total bludgeoning and 13 radiant.
All right.
And as he strikes, the fire rune on his chest will light up and run down the hilt of the hammer, and fiery chains will come up out of the ground. That is a DC 15 strength save.
That is a 18 total on the strength save.
Alright, so he just shrugs it off.
Yep. So the chains start to wrap around him, and he looks at them kind of confused, and then just flexes and breaks them apart.
All right. Ooh.
That's a miss.
And I will go ahead and start this off with I'll burn an action surge
That's a
for another attack. And normal damage with that's another 15 radiant on top of that.
It's looking pretty hurt.
And 16 hits a no-go.
No go.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. Gonna start making some attacks. Milos, you came up to him first, and he swatted aside your quarterstaff right away, so he's immediately gonna start swinging at you. That is a 20 to hit.
Shield.
Okay.
If I can find it. Here we go.
All right. Seeing that you blocked his strike with arcane magic, he's going to strike at Drost instead. That is only a 17 to hit.
Miss.
And then bonus action, he's going to come around with his other axe and do it again. Oh, that is a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure that hits?
You sure about that one? All right, so that's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Yep.
He's going to pump a smite into that. Wow. Really? It's a lot of twos.
Too many twos.
For 13 radiant damage.
All right. I'm gonna do reaction, Stone's Endurance, and drop that total by 10. So instead of 24, it's 14.
So he just looks at you take this hit that he thought he channeled so much of his strength into, and looks up at you almost completely unaffected. It's like, what? How?
Uh-oh.
Who are you people? And then it's no longer his turn, so Nakareth.
Alright, Nakareth, but will continue trying to punch him. Accidentally close my character sheet because I'm a genius.
You see him as you take your turn, Nakareth, with your high passive perception. He's kind of like glancing around between the two of you, kind of mumbling to himself as he's trying to think really hard about something.
Okay. Well, I hit him.
The two.
That is a hit.
For 17 damage. I really don't think a stun is worth my time here. So I'm just gonna keep wailing on him.
Paladins are
I like
notoriously good at
advantage.
saves.
Do you like advantage? I mean,
I do, but he's a paladin, so his charisma save has to be like plus 10. Not charisma, con save.
all I hear is metagaming pigeon.
I mean, Catalina was impossible to stun too, so
Metagaming pigeon.
What are you doing, Nakareth?
I'm continuing to attack.
Miss.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
That'll hit, yeah. Yep.
32 points of force
Yep.
damage.
He is not enjoying what is happening to him right now. That is a hit.
And another 17. That was a sexy, sexy turn.
I was about to say, those are some fat stats.
34, 66 points of damage. And I'll take a step.
You gonna try the stun?
No, nah. Not even gonna bother.
Milos, your turn.
I'd rather have the key to do something else.
As the kids say, bonk, bonk, and possibly bonk. 17 to hit.
That misses.
18 to hit.
That's a miss.
And Oh, that was with advantage. Disregard that.
Oh no.
The first one was a 16 and a 17, so it would have been a 26, which is a hit.
Yeah. Ooh. Excellent. And that is 11 bludgeoning, and I'll smite with it to show him that he's not the only one with smite.
Okay.
And that'll be... Oh, I must roll the attack before rolling damage. Oh, well, the attack wasn't a crit, so it's not crit damage. 4 radiant damage.
Oh, so you're using the smite spell, branding smite.
Yeah.
So you had to use a bonus action before the attack to do that.
Oh, okay.
I think
it's different than Divine Smite.
Yeah, you can't choose after the fact to do that one.
I will not do that.
So you can't confirm a hit with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. You could jolt him with it though?
I was also planning to jolt him.
Yeah, you could jolt. That is the thing you can confirm a hit on.
So that's 2d6. So that's 9 force.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna bonk him over the head and watch him collapse onto his throne.
All right, you bonk him over the head.
God.
He collapses down, and then there's kind of almost a divine symbol of a clock that appears over him and winds backwards, and he stands back up again.
Of course.
Ooh, I was about to say, guys, are we the bad
Fucking
guys? I
Dillion.
feel like we're hurting on just some poor dude.
Faye, you're up.
Do I get that second level slot back, or am I still concentrating?
You could cast it at the end of your turn if you wish, or you could just retroactively do that.
Let's not.
Okay, so you're not concentrating then.
Yes. I mean, I am just on haste because I'm dumb.
Oh, right. That's also concentration. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine because I just have a beautiful line of sight straight to the seat of the throne, like as much under him as I can, and I'm just going to, right the seat of power, just a careful fireball.
Okay. He's gonna make a dex save, which is a 12. He fails. He's not gonna be happy.
You can delete that. I just now have to place it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I hope it cracks the fucking thing too.
All right.
Ooh, we
that's
can
a
spot
spicy
pillar
one.
for the big boy later.
So fireball, you're casting this with fire damage?
No, because the plan was before. I'm gonna tune this for lightning.
Or thunder?
Yeah, thunder.
All right. Yeah, because thunder is concussive. A normal fireball has no concussive force. It just lights everything on fire in an area. So yeah, so you're gonna make this thunder as well then?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's just one sorcery point. Easy enough.
I think so too. Yeah.
All right. So you put it right under him, and the concussive blast that shapes itself around your companions without hurting them yeets him up to the ceiling, where he just gets squished like a bug against the ceiling, and then falls back down onto the throne. And yes, that back pillar does crack a bit.
Oh God.
We are out of combat.
Confused.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow. We
Okay.
fucked this day. Oh.
All right, I'm
Sorry,
wasting no
Catalina.
time. Y'all fucking Ooh, I mean, draw guard the stairway. Someone see if you can get anything off his body.
Yeah, I will actually run over, double tap him, punch him in the face twice.
Okay.
And,
Pop. He's very dead. Yes.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, just
fucking
make sure.
prisoners. No prisoners.
I'll
No.
investigate the body.
Yes, and then that.
Dross will pick up the 2 cracked halves of the throne and start dragging them over to the top of the stairs.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yep. You can do that. You're in giant smite. Easy enough. Just rips them out of the pedestal that they're on. And somebody was searching the body.
Yes, that would be me.
Investigation check.
Nakara.
Investigation.
And Nakarth is aiding, he said?
Yeah.
Okay, at advantage then.
Advantage.
I'm sure yours is higher than mine.
21.
All right.
Yep.
A quick glance over him. His armor looks very fancy. You can't tell what it is at the moment, but that is good. You saw his weapon glow earlier, and his other weapon looks to be pretty specially made as well. He is also carrying a pouch with 200 gold pieces in it.
Oh shit.
Feel that shit.
Well, we will take those.
If you would like to take his clothes as well, they're pretty bloody right now, but he has a nice silver flame cape and is just wearing pretty nice clothes under his armor, just fine clothes that are, again,
I don't know
silver
if we
flame
need
colors.
to strip him.
I'll take the cape and the armor.
We will throw the corpse off the tower.
Alright, so you can add a silver flame cloak, a bloodied one that you could wash later.
He had armor, right?
Yes, he has armor on. He has a set of plate that appears.
That's
going
to take forever to take off.
Yeah, all right.
All right, better start.
While this is, and I guess I want to just confirm because I'm sure we had this planned in advance. We have an exit strategy, right? Like the ship is ready to come pick us up when I start casting.
Yeah, I was gonna say once I heard the explosion, character's gonna come down.
Well,
Also, there was an explosion, and those of you down below the tower, you guys you can't see the tower at the moment. It's very cloudy, it's very foggy, but you just heard there's thunder around you normally, but there's an explosion directly in front of you now at the top of the tower, very clearly.
A small one, but it's an explosion nonetheless.
Yes.
Do I see like rubble coming down?
No, but you saw an explosion above it. It doesn't sound nearly as big as the one you were hoping for.
Eli nods to Leroy and Clements and goes, "That must just be them fighting off some guards."
You think so?
Leroy, can you get in contact with one of them? Silver Flame can die in shame.
The Silver Flame can buy some shame.
Paint. It can
My
buy
God.
some paint.
My God, you guys are awful.
Shame.
Real quick, out of character. I had imagined that the plan was to be exiting while holding my concentration and not blowing it up while we were still on the tower. Am I wrong in that?
No, you're right.
That was not.
No.
I am now deeply concerned.
That wasn't the plan?
I thought it was the plan.
I was not
You guys-
clear. I was trying
you
to figure
guys
out a
just
cue for character to
nodded.
come down, and I thought it was going to be the explosion.
Oh no!
Well,
So much planning.
I need to believe that the explosion I just made tricked Carrick into coming down.
I think that's fair enough. Sure. Carrick thought he was waiting for an explosion as a trigger. You heard an explosion, Carrick.
Okay.
Anyways,
At that point, Carrick will start lowering the ship to get in within range of the tower so they can get it out.
All right.
Okay.
Does the ground
As
crew
this
have a
happens-
plan?
I would like to
The ground. Sorry.
use
The
Ground crew.
There's ship, tower, and ground. Does the ground crew have a plan?
How big is the riot right now?
Pretty big. I mean, it's
Um,
you can't even see the other side of it. It's foggy enough at this point, but you can kind of see down the street a ways. But it's pretty rough.
Does Clemens think that is the explosion?
Roll me an intelligence check.
All right.
You're relatively sure that the explosion they were describing to you before was bigger than that.
All right, Clemens is gonna just hold on for now.
Yeah, are all of the citizens staying behind? Like, are the guards doing a good job keeping the citizens out of the?
Yeah, they're all just
Of the
waving
area?
them back. There's tomatoes being thrown up at the guards, etc. But they're holding everybody
Holy
back.
shit!
No one has been bursting down the doors yet, but everyone's just very mad at the Silver Flame.
Why didn't you tell me people are throwing tomatoes? No, I should be doing something more productive than throwing tomatoes with Jim.
Clemens is booming blading tomatoes at people.
Just like a baseball bat booming blade to hit it
Yes,
harder. Like,
exactly.
yes, perfect.
She is very covered in tomato.
It just becomes a tomato shotgun at that point, just a spray of liquid.
Yes.
Clanging guards. He's not gonna.
All right. Eli is going to prepare to cast Fly on him, Leroy, and Clements. As soon as he hears the actual big boom, he's gonna cast it on them, and they're gonna fly on out of there.
Okay.
Right. The Silver Flame.
Speaking of the actual big boom.
Shame. I'm getting flame and shame now.
Yeah,
So-
you're almost there.
You up top, you got the weapons, you got the gold. He's still wearing his armor. Do you want to try and take it? It might take you a minute to get off him.
It's gonna take me a minute to cast, so you guys should fucking grab it.
Yeah, I'm watching the top of the stairs. The other two should strip him while Faye's concentrating.
Well, while
The
he's
card
getting
gets that I
stripped,
can delay the stairs some more by destroying them like I did the roof.
True?
Yeah, good call.
All right, go ahead and roll for that, Milos. And Dakareth, if you want to try, just roll me a sleight of hand check to see just how deft you are at unbuckling all of this stuff, prying it off of him. Fortunately, I'll say at advantage. Since you don't have to worry about him, like being
Resisting.
comfortable during this process or resisting. It's okay if he gets a little mashed up while you tear things away.
13?
All right, it's gonna take you a bit, maybe longer than a minute, but
I seem
I
to
haven't
be
started yet.
struggling.
all right. So you're gonna wait for Nakarth to finish or get close.
I'm gonna wait to get close, but I know exactly where I am. I just want to make this clear that I'm putting when I cast this, I'm gonna put the bead like gently nestled between the back of the throne and the cracked pillar. So it is just gonna like obliterate the throne and also like fully destroy that one already weakened pillar and hopefully just bring this whole thing down.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to meta this, but wouldn't it be wiser for you guys to just take the dead body onto the ship, take off the armor, and then toss it overboard?
Well, yes, but then we wouldn't get to throw a dead body off a tower.
That too.
You get to throw it off a boat, but yeah.
It's less symbolic.
So Carrick is already ready, and I'm gonna wait until like the whole body thing is
yeah,
I guess-
Carrick would have
if-
broken out of the cloud cover now, and
If
I have, you know what? Actually, I see this all happening. I have, my spiritual weapon is still out, and just like without thinking, I'm just gonna have the scythe like draw down and like bisect the body, and make it easier to remove the armor.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So the spiritual weapon comes down, splits him in half, and some guts just start to spill out all over the ground. But it does indeed make it easier for you to start taking the body off. It's going to be bloodier, but you'll have the armor a little bit quicker that way.
While this is going on, can I attempt to take out another 5 foot by 5 foot chunk of the staircase using my last charge?
You can.
Beautiful.
All right. You do start to hear footsteps coming up the stairs, but they kind of are delayed. Drost, you looking down the staircase can see men with spears looking up, but they can't climb any higher in the staircase, and they start to panic and wonder what to do.
It's happening.
Are they
Another
within?
chunk of the staircase just falls off.
Are they within my like sight line, like direct line of sight?
They are.
I will drop half the throne on them.
Okay. Yeah, roll me. Just roll me a d20 here.
Ooh, yes.
It's not going to be a super high check, but just easy
Plus
enough.
five.
You yeet the piece of throne you have just the right spot. It just tumbles down the stairs and like bowling, just knocks them all. A few of them fall off the stairs and just plummet.
Does it break any more stairs, though?
It does.
Asking for a friend.
He had to yeet
Beautiful.
a good few feet to land on the stairs because you deleted some of the stairs.
10 feet of stairs?
Yes, exactly. So when it landed, it just impacted and shattered a bunch of stairs and then began to roll down. Okay,
All right, I'll just wait with my second half.
it all comes down to this. Faye, you need to make a spellcasting ability check, which is a charisma check for you.
Okay.
The DC is 17 to successfully cast the scroll.
This would be a good time to use like a fate point if we needed to.
Oh,
shit.
certainly.
We wanted. I
it's
forgot.
a check, so we
anyone,
have
like,
flash
guide
of
me?
genius on
Yes,
on
I
that.
have a +5 flash of genius.
It is
ready
an
for
ability. It is an ability check. You can flash your genius it.
I will flash of genius that for +5.
That brings it to 18. You successfully cast the spell. Milos hears you mispronounce a few words as you begin to read through, and he's just like, no, it's pronounced this way, not that way. And you go back, you manage to correct it for the rest of the spell, and you do it just well enough. Now you're transmuting this. into
Yes,
thunder
thank you.
damage.
Yes, I'm transmuting to thunder, so I'll lose that sorcery point.
Okay, where are you placing it?
Just like, so I'm assuming based on the look of it that there's like maybe like a foot gap between like the back of the throne and the pillar on which it's seated.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this between the throne and the pillar.
Well,
So
that-
yeah, dead right there, right
There you
there.
go. Okay, so it'll hit 3 pillars.
Well, isn't that pillar already cracked?
It is.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm gonna blow the fucker out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Also, utterly destroy the throne, which is symbolic.
So you as you finish casting the spell, you feel more energy course through you than you ever have. This is a much higher level spell than you have ever cast before, but you managed to pull it off just barely, thanks to Malice's help. You pointed a point over the throne, and a bead of energy streaks out of your finger. First, it looks like a bead of fire, and then in midair, it begins to crackle with lightning, and then it becomes a ball of cloud that hits the pillar and just slowly drifts down behind the throne and disappears. The clock is ticking on the bomb.
We out of here, friends.
All right.
So-
Start climbing back up.
Assume Carrick, you have brought the ship up at this point.
Yep, he's outside. He's waiting.
Roll me an intelligence check as a piloting check here to see how easy it'll be for your teammates to jump aboard.
Is an airship times the tool?
Counts as
Okay.
a vehicle.
It is a
Yeah.
vehicle. Are you
I will
proficient
flash
with?
of genius that.
Sure, you can do that.
For a
19.
total of, yeah, it's 18 for me because, yeah.
Oh,
I
right,
didn't spend
18.
my
Okay.
flash for genius. Let me do that real quick. There we go.
So you manage to you pull the ship around down, and then you kind of drift it around. It's not like a normal conventional spin, but since it's an airship and it can move in any direction, and you have your big brain artificer, you manage to pilot it into a pretty good position. It will not be hard for your teammates to leap and then be caught by the field that will let them fly aboard. But it will require an athletics check on everyone else's part unless they're flying by some other means.
Come on, let's go, guys!
All right. Well,
Right.
I will take my
Drop,
athletics
take me.
check. I'll pick up Faye, and then burn my second giant's might because it's been over a minute.
I
And-
will.
Take that athletics check with advantage and a little baggage.
It's something more like this. There we are.
I'll just step in the wind out.
Okay, yeah, you can. Nakarath is fine. He can leap that far. You're carrying Faye, you said?
Yep.
Okay. That is perfectly fine. You've got enough strength when your giant smite form, and that is a high enough roll. You leap off the edge, and you begin to plummet, but you are caught by the field that lets you fly up and in. Nakarath is able to jump that far. He's fine. Milos, how are you getting over?
I'm going to attempt to jump. Do I get any benefit from haste?
Haste
Your
doubles
speed is
your
doubled.
speed.
Oh, okay. Well,
Technically your long jump is based off your strength.
It is.
However,
As a DM ruling here, not that this will be a common thing in the future, but because you're just taking a long running jump and trying to maintain a horizontal leap here, I'll give you advantage on the check.
all right. Let's see how this goes. Athletics, you said.
Yes, please.
Advantage.
whoop.
9.
Are you going to flash of genius that?
Yes.
Okay, so 14. Thankfully, due to Karek's excellent piloting skills to bring it down around the side, you do begin to plummet pretty hard, but you just barely catch the edge of the field at the bottom, and you are hovering underneath the ship, and you are able to fly up to the top of it.
Whew.
Everyone is aboard the ship.
The ground crew probably would have seen me come out of cloud cover net by now.
They cannot see the top of the tower, but yes, you guys do start to see a glowing field above you. There's some glowing red energy in the fog above you.
Looks like it's time for us to head up.
Yes.
Shit. And he speeds up his spell casting and casts fly. For everybody.
All right. So you're casting at 5th level then?
Yes.
Okay, you're able to target 3 people. Concentrating on that, you guys rise above the crowd. The guards, seeing you cast and then begin to fly, are going to start to shoot some arrows at you on your way out.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's okay. On our way out, I'm casting synaptic static on them.
Okay, well,
my.
you just cast
Okay,
fly,
me
so they're gonna
too.
get a round of arrows on you, but then you can
Okay,
do that.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Fortunately-
if I can fire at them when I see them starting to get aggressive, I'd like to.
We
Fortunately,
can all fire at them.
I think your lowest AC is
okay.
Eli at 16.
Yep.
And only out of all of them so far, only one of them managed to roll above a 16 on this attack. So, Eli,
Alright, what's the
you
damage?
take 11 piercing damage. Make a
Aw,
concentration
damn.
check.
Oh no.
It is a DC 10.
Constitution save.
I believe they would open fire on innocent rioters who just happen to have high level magic.
Ah.
Can I tempt you with a fate point?
Is everybody? How close together are we?
You guys have one fate point left.
I will burn a fate point on that.
Okay.
How? Okay. How closely grouped are the three of us?
We're doing it.
Very closely. You're all pretty much touching each other.
There we
Okay.
go.
You
Wow,
maintain
we
fly.
can't fly. But now you gave a boss a reroll.
Nope, it's fine.
It is what it is. That was worth it. That
Right.
was worth it.
Very good. You maintain your flying speed. Are you going to synaptic static them? It's intelligence saves, right?
Hell yeah. DC 16
One for me, too.
intelligence save. And I'll just roll my damage
Go ahead and
now.
roll that damage, yeah. All right. One
40.
passes and maintains standing and tries to pull his bow back again, but the rest of them just pass out.
Does that mean the crowd gets to fucking charge in?
Oh no.
As they pass out, more guards start to shift in from other sides of the wall, seeing
Damn it.
commotion. But
Damn, that
Round
would've been-
2. It's DC 17 this time.
only two people are now coming in from the sides to fill in the gaps. The one remaining guy, even if he passes, he's going to pass out. One of them succeeds, and he remains standing. More people are just... more guards are rotating around to cover for their fallen comrades, though.
Yeah, hopefully
That's
we're out
fine.
of range by the time they get to open fire again.
Yeah.
Indeed, by the time you finish casting that, you guys are out of sightline at the very least. You can no longer target them either without disadvantage because you can't see them.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But
We did the number.
guided by the shining bright light of the elemental rings around the airship, you manage to make your way up and into the field that then lets you easily fly aboard, spell or not.
Easy.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Nothing
Let's
like
hit
an overt act.
As soon as the ground
Phase
crew's on the ship,
Concentrating still.
punch it.
All right, roll me
Sure,
an
you
intelligence
wanna be
check, Karik. This is just going to be for how quickly you manage to command the ship to fly away. All right. The nose of the ship raises and then just rockets quite quickly off into the sky, out of the clouds. You it's not much longer until you hear an explosion behind you, and Faye, your concentration ends. And the explosion actually first releases a shockwave outwards that disperses some of the fog so that you can conveniently clearly see the tower. And then the three pillars that it was next to, you see the rubble from the explosion just fire outwards over the crowd. The crowd begins to run. Fortunately, the rubble all lands within the walls, and the top of the tower tilts and begins to slide. It falls, lands on the inner wall, crushing more guards, and then thankfully at this point all of the people in that area have moved out of the way, seeing the danger, and it creaks over into the street upside down. You have destroyed the top of the Tower of Judgment.
Like you said, as they moved away,
Guys are
seeing the
shrieking
danger
and
above
jumping.
them.
As you pull out into the sky, we will pick up from there next time.
Hell yeah.
Yay. I will...
Thank you for running.
Sure thing.
Damn.
I will
Thank
assume
you.
things will be identified, so I'll just tell you what you got now. Just so we handle it between sessions and you guys can decide who gets what. That was a set of mithril plate armor. A hand axe of warning, which gives you a bunch of initiative bonuses, including the inability to be surprised, and a vicious hand axe, which does more damage on a crit. And that is it.
Oh,
Thank you guys for
ironic
playing.
that he had
Goddamn.
Blade and a vicious axe.
As well, I think we still have everybody here, right? That is a story milestone. You guys will all reach level 11 before next session.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Jeez, I love it.
Did we level up on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I'm going to try. I'll keep you posted on that because I'm going to try to finish my recreating all of the classes on Foundry thing I've been doing. In which case, I'd prefer to just move everybody's classes over to Foundry. There have been a few people who have been wanting to respec to various things. I'm just gonna allow that to happen now at level 11. I think that's fair. So, yeah. I'll keep you guys posted on that. I'll prioritize the classes that people are playing, so I'll at least have those done on time, hopefully, and then we can go from there.
All right.
Good.
There we go.
Thank you. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
And we
Yeah, that was
did the arc.
so much fun.
We did it. We made plot, guys. We did it.
It's like the end of Endless 8. Holy shit.
Dross will just send a little or shout a little reminder to Leroy to message Damien and update him. So next time when we start up, we'll.
Were we supposed to get Tanya or whatever her name is back?
Nope. No. I think Damien was just gonna take care of her.
Fuck is
And
Tanya?
deal with whatever.
Oh,
Deal
Tara.
with her as he saw fit.
Sarah.
Nah, he's his problem now.
Yeah, fuck it.
Agreed.
Nope, sorry, Damien. We got a bug out. Crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Good luck with Sarah.
Yes.
Man, who could have predicted this?
I now have access to level 6 spells.
Ooh, 6 is
Yeah.
spicy as
Pretty spicy.
fuck.
Yo,
Six is
I'm
good
about
shit.
to.
This level, don't I? And so is
I
Car.
believe I get.
I'm actually taking a level in Wizard.
Ooh.
Oh,
Very nice.
fancy.
Very nice.
I like
Get a lot of new spells with the rework, so it's gonna get disintegrated up in here.
Yeah. No, Faye is gonna be cracked next level. It's gonna be...
Oh, disintegrate.
Faye is converting to my variant sorcerer for one, and
Oh,
two. I mean,
no.
level 11 is huge. So yeah.
I'll be getting heal and disintegrate. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Boys, you know what happens at level 11?
Drost game size.
3
3 attacks, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
6 attacks in a turn. With action.
Charlie. Charlie.
Yeah.
I'll let Nick yell at Charlie this time. I can
What?
summon a
Mystic
fiend.
Arcanum. Boys.
Eli's continuing down the evil side.
Wait, what's Nick saying to me?
No.
No.
You dumb fuck.
He's yelling at Charlie.
I thought that was very
No,
stern.
no,
I was like,
no.
oh man, okay.
I thought
Charlie,
I thought
no,
we
no,
were
no,
going
no.
solid.
Yeah, it's because I'm yelling at the dog.
Charlie! Charlie,
I'm like, what is Charlie doing? That's so horrible.